Of course, it is my partner in crime, Mr. Chris Pajak.
Hello, everybody. How are you? I'm looking forward to this. I enjoyed last week with Ryan McLaughlin, and this week I am massively looking forward to as well.
Yeah, we set a high bar there, Mr. McLaughlin. James Sutton is back in the house for this one. He's back for more.
Yeah, man. I've had such fun doing this, man. It's wicked fun.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it.
And finally,
I was waiting for that.
The start of the show, literally the start of Being Liverpool, former Liverpool midfielder Jay Spear joins us.
How are we, fellas?
Yeah, we got there in the end.
I'm here.
Quality. So obviously people who are watching at home, we're going to get you get your link set up, get it all ready. Since
yes, probably once or twice. Not going to lie to you. A little bit cringing each time I've watched it as I got older, but I've dealt with it and got over it, and it's been put back in the cupboard and hidden
until tonight.
until I got a message saying, "Oh, would you like to come on podcast at Redmen TV and talk about it?" I was thinking, "Oh, how do I answer this one?"
What do you remember about this season that we're about to watch, Jay? Because like from a fan point of view, like we've been through a lot at this point. Like we've been through Roy Hodgson.
Yeah.
Kenny had come in. And all of a sudden it's for me at least, it started to feel like we had a proper team. Like there was a bit of balance there. There was some really good players in that team in this season and the one that followed it. I just wondered, like for you, like what's your kind of overriding feeling of this sort of season?
I do believe, like you just said, it was the turning point. With everything that was going on, like you just said, with the troubles off the field, and then different managers coming in at different times, and the players that were in there. Listen, I still believe to this day that Liverpool were in a transition. We were in a massive one, and I think this is the moment. Obviously, not saying that it's the video. Sorry, not saying that this program made that change, but I think that summer was the change and the turn for Liverpool Football Club. And like you see, the players that now that were in the squad and coming to the squad, it's gone upwards and better since.
Was it exciting for you that season? Was they good times?
Yeah, it was. It was very exciting, and it was good to be part of, and good to be around, and good to be at the club at that stage. You know what I mean? Everything just started to kick and click, and it was a real good place again. Like we'd been through the word transition. We've been through that, and we've been through
the mill, Jay. Let's say it how it is, man. We've been through the ring.
Yeah, we'd been down to the tough times, and you know what I mean. We'd been not playing very well, if you want to put it that way, in things and that, and we'd gone the hard ground and done what we had to do, and it was just. It felt like the penny finally dropped, and it was ready to kick on again.
You ready for your career in politics after footy, mate?
Hey, you know what?
Brilliantly then, didn't you?
Do you know what I mean? Hey, mix it. I started thinking, as words started coming out, I was thinking, oh God.
You can tell the man's been a captain for a while now.
Oh yeah, do you know what I mean? The experience to know what to get away from things.
It felt exciting for us, Jay, at the time. It did feel like for the first time in a few years that we were at the start of something, and this might be a turning point, and this might be the kind of road to silverware, man. It was good time to be a part of the club.
Yeah, it was, and like you say, I'm like you lot. I'm a fan. Do you know what I mean? I'm a massive Liverpool fan, so for me, it was great, and it's like the same feelings were coming across from myself as well, being as part of it.
Can I ask, Jay? At the start of the series, presumably you were approached. Were you approached by the club, or did the producers come to you and say, "We need your books"?
The producers had obviously put quite a lot through to the club and said obviously different ideas that the road they wanted to go down. I was then obviously approached, being the young lad coming through the academy that had been there and done it and got through to the first team. So I was kind of at the time the main candidate to do it. And then Ray Horn, he pulled me aside, the liaison, and just said, listen, we've been asked and the managers put you forward for it, where you fit the description perfect, and would you be able to do it for us? And you just have to say yes, don't you?
Well, you loved it. You loved it.
Do you know what? At the time, mate, it was great, and you're thinking, bloody hell, good this. And then you look back and you're like, oh, they don't half make it a bit cringeworthy, don't they, the Americans?
Well, listen, the time is now to revisit Jay Spearing's starring turn in Being Liverpool. It is episode 2. For those of you who just joined us, welcome.
Right, let's get ready.
A countdown in a moment. We're going to be playing episode 2. The link is in the description. Get it lined up. Get it ready. Liverpool, in episode 1, Brendan Rodgers was hired. Fabio Borini came in. It was exciting times. We saw 3 glimpses of Ryan McLaughlin, and he was dead happy with that. And now, yes, it is time for episode 2. So everybody, get your fingers on your play buttons, and we're going to go to 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. On the road.
Let me swap these.
Better than the silver shovel or whatever it was last week.
Oh no.
Yeah, you might want to put one of each in, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to have to, aren't I? Wait there a sec. Let me swap them over.
What the fuck did the bagpipes?
Why would the bagpipes there? And that's absolutely true of Dave Kirby, by the way.
They were spoilt with Dave Kirby, man. They really were. Like, they couldn't have picked anyone better for this.
Tell you what, Fenway Park was some unbelievable place, you know.
Absolutely incredible.
Wow. You talk about history of a place and you feel it when you go up there. It's incredible.
Yeah, funnily enough, I was saying that the other day. It's got a real sense of place, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But Jay, did you go in the bar where you could see? You probably didn't go where the fans go, did you? So there's a bar.
Oh, there he is, first appearance.
Toilet. Oh, look at that.
I'm trying to watch 2 at once here. The back of my head there.
It sounds like he was saying it just for the cameras and the TV.
He loves it, doesn't he, Brendan? He really does love. I mean, he loves football.
Yeah,
it's infectious, man. Whether you love him or whatever, man. Like, you can't deny he loves his football.
Wow.
Yeah, he's such a. Do you know what? I've got no hard feeling with him whatsoever, and I think he's a really good guy. I've known him when we were coming through the academy. He was a Chelsea coach there as well, and even then he was just such a good guy, and you could tell the love that he had for the game was incredible.
Yeah.
I know Ryan was saying last week, like, as a coach, he was just fantastic.
Yeah, he was. He was so clever.
He got brilliant performances out of people, man. He motivated people.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a few seasons. Lucas Leiva under Brendan was just unreal.
Yeah.
What did you think about that, Jay?
He turns into a different player. Listen, Lucas Leiva for me is incredible. He was such an underrated player for Liverpool Football Club. I know the fans obviously still love him, but he should he was a big part of the club go like that at that stage.
You must have been fuming that his form went up though, from the personal level. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, listen. You always have a bit of thinking, God, any chance you just staying steady and staying at one level or what?
But wasn't there the season before this one, Jay? When doesn't Lucas get injured for quite a period, and
that's when I came in, and I played quite a lot.
That second half of the season, you have a great run in the side. Man.
Yeah, that's when I kind of cemented. So it's kind of like flick of a coin. If someone gets a knock, you're in. So if someone's playing well, you've got to try and ding in. He just seemed to kick on a different level under obviously the role of Brendan.
Yeah.
Can we draw attention to the fact, Jay, that you've quite clearly got hair and everyone thinks you're bald?
Yeah. But you know what, though? I'm a bit of an upside down head at the minute. I'll get that in before someone mentions anything.
What was he like, Jay?
Sorry, John Joe? Yeah, player.
Was he, yeah?
Real good player. Technically, outstanding.
Yeah.
He was really good. He just had... I still speak to him now, John Joe, and he's a really good guy, and he's changed over the years. He was a young lad that obviously the lifestyle kind of got a little bit of a grip to him.
Yeah.
And he had, I'm not going to lie to you, he had car after car after car, and it was just like one of them things. But the last 3-4 years, he's kind of settled down, got a family, married, children. He's just a different lad now, and if only he'd kicked that in a little bit earlier, I think he really could have gone on to something special. Like I say, he could still do it, but
the influence that he seems to have had at Newcastle, he's
the playmaker, isn't he?
He's been a massive player there. I mean, they really rely on him. You
can tell the difference, like you say, when he plays and when he doesn't play.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh God.
Doesn't his accent sound stronger there?
Yeah. Oh.
My friend.
Oh.
God.
Look how young Raheem looks as well.
Was this just for the cameras?
This is the bit, isn't it? This is the most famous part of the whole series.
I mean,
he kind of
because
I think he was trying to put.
Even at this stage in Raheem's development, everybody knows he's an absolute baller.
Yeah,
Jay,
he was incredible straight away.
Jay, this got bigged up big time, didn't it? At the time, because Sterling got made out like he was some kind of little dickhead or whatever.
Yeah, it was big time Charlie was everything that was said about him after that, wasn't it? Was that where it came from? Do you reckon?
It must have been because day to day he never come across like that, and that was a difficult thing, I think, because he wasn't a big time player for me. He was a young lad wanting to prove his point and show that what he was capable of, and obviously he has gone on to do what he was about. But like you say, it was kind of pinpointed as a bad guy then.
Yeah.
Must have been. We met him a few years ago. In fact, it was 5 years ago we did a video with him, didn't we, Paul?
Yeah.
It was 5 years ago yesterday. And he was brilliant. He was one of the nicest lads we've done anything with.
Yeah.
He's so switched
got involved, and he just loved it. And we were
he's not soft.
He was 3 months before he moved. And so everyone was kicking off about him and all that. And we were like, he just seemed like a normal lad.
Can I get a time code? My video just lagged.
Yeah, no problem. We're on 7 minutes and it'll be 40 seconds in 2, 1.
Thank you.
7:40 now.
Perfect.
Ever get invited on a golfing trip by Stevie G, Jay?
We played golf Formby plenty of times. Won a couple of them as well.
Really?
Yeah. Went home as a young lad, 18, 19. First thing there's been misses, load of cash in my hand. Look at this, what I've just won off the lads.
Who did you beat?
Pepe, Dirk, and I think it was Danny Agger at the time.
Class.
Danny Agger was good,
Really?
Real good player, yeah. Wasn't anywhere near them now,
Well, Danny Agger's got more time to play, hasn't he?
Well, do you follow him on Instagram, by the way? Mate, incredible place he lives at the minute.
Oh, God, I did. I saw his house the other day.
Did you see it?
Yeah, there's infinity pool and there's little footy pitch in the back garden.
He looks like he's struggling, doesn't he?
The infinity pool, it's just flat, Chris. There's no lip to it.
Oh, is that like when it looks like it's the edge of the world and it just drops off?
Yeah, it just drops.
So now we're going to see. Did we see your back garden in this one, Jay?
Yeah, I've moved out since then.
Is that it there, mate?
Yeah. I said it last week. I'll say it again. The way they frame those interviews does my head in. Why? Look, why is he on the left hand side of shot when he's talking to the left?
They've got beautiful cameras. They've got DOPs. They've got everything, and they choose to shoot stuff it's like A level
show. Oh my god! Genuinely drives me spare.
The Liverpool Football Club.
Oh God, yeah.
You're
Liverpool
in this
Football
bit,
Club.
I think.
Don't say it, anyone.
So funny, this,
It really is a period in time.
The difference in Brendan Rodgers, by the way.
Honestly,
The difference in him.
Yeah.
Got a bit awkward last week on the first episode, to be honest, Jay.
Why?
Started saying how happy he was with his life and his marriage and his wife and all that, and we were like, "Oh!"
I'm happy he wasn't on that one, man.
Yeah. Oh, fuck! Hang on a second. Did we just see Colin Pascoe in trousers?
Oh yeah, it's good.
What the hell?
Why are they playing this music over the top of it?
No, is that Joe Hart's dad?
What happened to the plane?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, you would.
See, it's always dodgy, that, isn't it? You think, and we all just got straight back on like it was nothing just because we were at the club.
The left phalange.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I the idea that you got chucked off a plane, got left on the tarmac for an hour, and you don't remember it happening.
No, we just got left. Just get back on there. You're all right.
Hey, there's Ryan. Look at him.
There's the boy.
Look at Suso.
Hey, he's going to become a player, hasn't he, Suso?
Hasn't he?
Would you have called that back in the day?
Well, yeah,
I wouldn't have.
Suso, I thought
Suso, behave.
I never liked him, man.
Mate.
I love Suso.
Technically, very, very good player.
Got to ask. We asked it last week as well. Danny Pacheco. Why wasn't Danny Pacheco the best number 10 in the world?
Probably his teeth.
And there's the clip that you can use for the promo. There's the promo clip right there.
Well,
no, he's good though. Listen, he's a good guy, Danny, man. But we had so much banter, man. It was so funny. When he tried to give people stick and that, it was hilarious.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's fantastic.
You just picked Danny Pacheco up and.
Who had his teeth on that anyway? Anyone?
What?
Who had his teeth on that guess? I wasn't thinking.
How old are you now, Jay, if you don't mind me asking?
31.
31.
Yeah.
Have you got any plans for when you retire? Do you want to get into media and stuff?
I've done bits and bobs. I obviously did like LFC TV work for games, post match side on the obviously side of the pitch. I've done all that side of stuff, different sides of it. But I've qualified UEFA B.
Oh, brilliant!
And I was planning obviously without the COVID getting involved. I was actually on my A license in the summer.
Wow.
So obviously that's halted that, mate. So that's
yeah.
I'm back at the academy doing a couple of Thursdays as well. So really enjoy that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wicked. Wicked.
Oh, look at that. Tigerish in the midfield there. Look at that. Not giving anyone a moment's peace.
You can't, mate. Not that level. I still kick people nowadays. I haven't shut up ever since.
God, those kits were
They were baggy.
Mate, they were just awful. They were just awful. I couldn't get behind the Warrior kits at all.
Again, I think that was just like straight away, just going to obviously the American stuff, wasn't it? They were just trying to. Everything was just American.
I mean, I can't get my head round you wearing white socks, to be honest, mate. And white socks to the American audience.
Well, now looking back, thinking, what are you doing?
Really softly spoken there, Jay, as well.
You have to be polite, don't you?
It's like your telephone voice, yeah.
Yeah, you have to be polite, in case.
You answer the phone to your mum.
Yeah.
You come across really well, mate. Honestly, you're really sincere in it. It's just a young man playing football. That's exactly what it is.
Look better with the beard, though, mate.
Call it a fine wine, don't they? I only say that because you miss it, Tommy, but I think that's to keep me happy.
Hey, there's Peter Galaxy again. He's doing all right, isn't he?
Yeah, very well. Good. He was a good lad as well. I used to call him Spider.
Yeah.
His arms are lit. Honestly, I know he's obviously a keeper, but his arms used to nearly touch his knees. His hands are down by his knees, walking around, these big arms waving about.
We might just cut this, Stu, and just have Jay explain to us all the things they used to take the piss out of.
That'd be well.
That's the best side of it, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What are the freakish deformities that you take the piss out of?
Who did you used to room with, Jay? Who did you
we were always on our own.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, we were always on our own. If you're under 18, I'm trying to think who had to share at the time. I think Jordan Ibe maybe had to share at the time. I don't think he was like properly 18 yet. So if you're under 18, you shared, but if you're over 18, you had your own room.
Yeah. So
you had like your own space in there.
You all got on well though, didn't you? You had a laugh at during this season.
Yeah, 100. We had quite a lot of young, like say even on this like the videos now. There's always like young lads were always there and around. Just so coming from the Resis with Gary Ablett, for instance.
Yeah.
A lot of them lads are in that room there, so you've kind of like made that step up with them. So obviously I can
imagine what the chat was like.
Yeah, well, that just made everything 10 times better, didn't it? Do you know what I mean? But like whenever a manager comes in, you're always on the back foot thinking, "Oh, can we be as loud as we used to be? If you got to be like, you know what I mean? When can we do the banter and when can't you?
What can I get away with?"
Yeah, and it's just like, I'll shut up until someone brings me into something.
What was he like for that side of things, Shane?
Oh, look at that. It's brutal.
Do you know what? He was good. He was okay. He just obviously there's a time and a place and stuff, and you're just thinking like you have to remember when it was and when wasn't it.
It seemed like it, not necessarily to his sort of downfall, but he takes himself very seriously in this period, Brendan. He takes himself very seriously.
Yeah.
Come to a big club, wasn't it? His first big club, wasn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely. You can understand why. Young manager, massive job. You got to take it seriously.
This game, I remember staying up because it's one of the ones that was on at stupid o'clock in the morning, and it probably set the bar for the amount of stupid these tour games where you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning watching some basically a kick around, looking for a glimpse of something that's going to tell you that everything's going to be all right. Mm-hmm. I'm sure Joe Cole nearly scored a worldie in this, and I was thinking, he's the perfect Brendan Rodgers player, Joe Cole.
We're flying here. We're back to normal.
Was this Joe's first season?
Because
he got sent off against Arsenal in his first game, didn't he?
I think was that the season before.
Yeah, maybe.
How much do you feel, Jay, as a player you get out of these pre-season tours, if anything?
It's all experience, I think, and put you in like good stead for the future and like what's what. You can work on a training field on a lot of details, like small minor details of how he's certain things, the way he wants things, and it can help you. Especially getting away and being so full on and so intense. They are good.
Because obviously there's a huge commercial aspect to it all, and
there's a massive
There's no getting away from that. There's no getting away. It's about the name and the brand.
That's what it is. You literally, if you're not training, then you're on a bus somewhere going to a commercial. You're not sitting around chilling, or you're touring the country that you're in. You're not seeing like sights, or everyone always says to me, "Oh, where have you been?" "Oh, yeah, I went to Boston." "Oh, did you see this?" "No, I seen like a hotel room. I went to an appearance thing. I seen a training pitch, a game, and then I was done."
Yeah.
Did that piss you off at all?
No, because
just accept it was part of the
that's just the way it was, and that's what it was about. We maybe got an hour or two over the whole time that we were away to go and see anything of it, and even then because you'd worked that hard in training and games, it's so intense. You just wanted to chill out in the hotel and maybe play table tennis with the lads or whatever.
Yeah. Were the lads being kept on tour time back then?
It looks dead hard, Jay, by the way, all this golf, mate.
Oh yeah, hotel room to the training ground. Quick 18 for an entire day in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Love it.
Look at that, right into the stuff there, right at the front of me, aren't I?
I nearly felt sorry for you for a minute then,
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for the Happy Gilmore.
Go on, lad.
Go ahead, lad.
Tell you what, John Joe's a player as well,
Really?
Yeah. He's off about 4, I think.
Bloody hell.
Jordan Milson there, he's with Stevie G now, isn't he?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's at Rangers with Stevie G.
Fucking hell.
Never any time off you, lads.
No, it's busy, mate, busy. I'm just going to change. I'm going to keep you here, but I'm going to change seats.
Go on, mate.
Oh, get a bit comfier watching this crap.
Oh, there's the teeth. We saw Danny Pacheco's teeth, and now it all makes sense.
See, now it all clicks for you, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's when I'm not lying. I don't chat.
It's good to know that Alberto Aquilani was a real person as well.
Yeah, Jesus, he changed a bit, didn't he? He was one of the quietest fella I think I've ever met.
Really?
Yeah, real quiet.
What did you call him out for?
Nothing.
Lies.
The eyes didn't say nothing then.
The only time I heard him shout was on when we played Mario Kart on the plane. That was the only time we heard him shout.
Oh, look at this. The big boys arriving.
Yeah, all the big dogs now.
Andy Carroll. Was this Andy Carroll's first season? Was this?
No, he was under Kenny, wasn't
he? Yeah, he's under Kenny.
Oh, of course he was.
The big friendly giant, as you say.
Oh, hello.
Sounds media trained then, doesn't he? I don't like him.
Has he got socks on the right feet? That's the question.
I hated that sometime when he sent you a pack and you had right and right. You're thinking, God almighty.
Jay, have you ever played for anyone that you don't like the style of footy of?
Don't
have to name names, like.
No. Not to be honest with you. No, it's always been good, and I've always enjoyed it. I've always kind of I've been fortunate enough where they've always played me in the position that I felt like I was most comfortable in, and I could really do something in the game.
They're not playing you at centre half anyway, are they, though, Jay, to be honest?
Hey, not since I was 18, mate. Gee. I don't know what Steve Harvey's seen in that, but it worked.
Is that when he still thought you might have had a little ways to go?
Well, actually, I must have, mustn't he? But no, Steve Harvey for me was outstanding. He was class. It was Rafa who actually put me into centre mid. He made the call. He was the one who called me and he said, listen, obviously you're not going to play centre half. And I was like, yeah, I kind of get that. Said you're going to be a midfielder from now on, and you're going to learn the role. So from then on, went forward and haven't looked back since.
Did you get on well with Rafa? Because even now, I think there's still a bit of amongst Liverpool fans, there's still a bit of mystery around Rafa about the type of person that he is. Because I know he can be quite cold sometimes, and he's very astute and very intelligent. And how did you get on with Rafa?
I really enjoyed him from a personal point of view. I was a young lad coming through. As you probably know, he brought in nearly 40-odd young lads into the reserves. The ones that he brought in, obviously, he was luckily a bit more towards the Spanish lads at first. But I think once I kind of started settling in and playing a lot more and doing quite well, he kind of took me under and kind of started to train more regularly with the first team, and he really taught me a lot.
Amazing.
And then also give me the opportunity to train with the likes of Mascherano, Alonso, Stevie. You know
Jesus.
I mean? I was very fortunate enough to be involved in that. So again, wouldn't be where I am today without him. Massively, really.
Yeah.
But he didn't take the piss out of Mascherano.
Oof, no chance. He might have been the same size, but he'd still knock me out for fun.
I mean, not that you haven't had a brilliant career yourself, but you playing alongside Gerrard, Mascherano, Alonso, those sort of fellas. I mean, unreal, right?
It's an easy five-a-side team, innit? No, I'm not included, by the way. I'm watching on the sideline thinking about yeah, like you said, there's no one better to learn from. You've got Stevie G, one of the best all-round midfielders, attacking and defensively. Mascherano, one of the best defensive midfielders you'll probably ever see.
Yeah.
Alonso, best all-round passer, both-footed players. You know what I mean? So, what more do you need to learn from? They all have different attributes that you can take little bits from.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's mad, that the amount of the fans that are there, there's probably 100 times as many turn up for those pre-season and stuff now. It's amazing.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Again, it's like you say, it's the big word, isn't it? The transition stage.
Yeah.
It really did. It really felt like that at the time as well. It really did.
Do you think? Would you say Brendan was the one that brought a lot back?
I think the Brendan stuff. What's interesting about it is, they're playing out from the back and all that kind of stuff. We started that under Brendan. I remember that. In fact, I don't know if it's in this episode or the next one. We can see that goal against Man City, don't we, at Anfield right at the start of the season when Skirtle plays it across. Yeah. But that was because we just didn't play football like that, and now everyone takes it for granted. But he was the one who, I don't think there's any of the players there anymore, but he put that into the Liverpool style of play. Yeah. So what Klopp's done is an evolution of what Rodgers started for me.
Yeah. Okay. And also, Brendan's responsible for one of the most exciting seasons as a Liverpool fan that I've ever had.
Yeah.
You can't take that away from him.
And also, you think about that, the end of that 13-14 season, and the way the stadium was at the time. 2008, 2009 wasn't like that, the stadium.
No.
That was when we are, all those chants started to come back.
Yeah.
Again, everything's just built onto that season, I reckon.
This season was the start of the excitement.
Yeah.
Sorry, we just missed Andy Carroll nearly having his face taken off for the baseball. Good stuff. It's quality content. I love that guy. That's probably my favourite other ground that I've been to. Fenway, I reckon.
How old is it?
We were quite lucky. We went to watch baseball, and the first 5 innings, oh my god, boring hell. But then after that, it was the atmosphere and everything about being at Fenway Park. It was just surreal.
Yeah.
Like you say, just again the history that it has, and when you're walking up to it, it's just so it's mad.
Because it's like properly in the city. It is one of those grounds where you turn a corner and you're just there.
Yeah.
To make you feel welcome, yeah, Jay.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, yeah, unbelievable. It was so good.
I got smashed in that pub. And then me and John Gibbons from the rap snuck into like the private areas of the stadium and stuff, and we ended up in this incredible posh bar, and we were absolutely bladdered. But we had like press passes, so we were just like, go ahead, we'll just try and wander in here, and if anyone will let us in, and they did, and we were like, go ahead then, son. We had the most amazing view, and we just sat there having a beer watching the game. It was fantastic.
Jose's accent hasn't changed one bit. Has it though? If you listen to that and then, like some of the stuff he does now.
He's such a cool guy, man. He's such a cool guy.
Real guy, like proper, like guy that just dead happy. And I've never seen him in a bad mood.
Really?
And after everything he's been through as well, man. And he loves this city and he loves this football club, you know.
Yeah, I think the fans have just swarmed him as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
I was chatting to him. It was a couple of weeks ago now, and I did a Skype interview with him and stuff. And he was telling me about watching the Barcelona game and how he got given tickets, but he's a footy agent now, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he was over there and he couldn't go, and he was just dancing around his living room, screaming like "fuck it up!" And it was just amazing listening to him talk about it because he's just a fan now as well.
Yeah.
Has anyone established why there is a chorus of bagpipers celebrating the game?
No idea.
Did you meet the owners at all, Jay? Did you have much to do with them?
Yeah, they come for like breakfast a couple of times while we were there. They'd come down and like introduce themselves, and we had like chats over breakfast and dinner and whatever, just to like get to know them. They were asking questions about like obviously
cool.
families, where we're from, and all that. So nice guys, to be fair.
Oh, good.
You could see that they were in it for the right reasons as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, do you know when you kind of like meet someone, you know straight away what it's for and how they see the club going and what they were saying, and you could just listen to some of the conversations, thinking, "Wow, you are a very clever man, and you know what you're doing and what you take forward, and what you're taking on, sort of thing."
How do you reckon they did the first couple of years, Jay, as owners, mate?
In what aspect?
And I think a lot of people say that they didn't know football, and they made a few mistakes, and then they learned from them. You know, did it feel like that was the case as it happened?
I do believe that they didn't know exactly everything about football and the business of football and what comes with it.
Sorry, I can't get over how awkward all of these handshakes are. He just doesn't know who's players and who's not. Is that Nathan Eccleston?
Not ours. Jay is.
Oh, look at that. What was his handshake like?
Definitely.
Oh, Henderson looked like a baby.
Charlie Adam. Stand up. Stand the fuck up.
Watch Charlie Adam play for us, mate. That's the most movement he had in his entire time as a player.
It's the boss. Look at Jordan showing. Look at Jordan with the respect, man. And Charlie Adam couldn't give a shit.
No.
Whoa.
James Bond.
Daniel Craig gets into every one of these pre-season games, man.
Everywhere.
Most famous Liverpool fan though right now, right?
Yeah, and he also
LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig's not far behind though. It's James Bond.
You've met Bond this the end of the day. You suck as
I mean,
Bond.
it's James Bond.
Yeah.
James Bond.
God, look how young he looks.
Was he on the Hubba Bubba then?
God, Nathan
Look how young Hendo looks as well.
I know. Funny that, isn't it?
Tell you what, they'd have iPads now. They wouldn't be sticking that on the wall, would they?
Macca talking there, still don't understand him today.
One
The
second.
funniest lads I think I've ever met. No, Macca.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, honestly, when that year I had with him at Blackpool, or in that car school with him, was some of the funniest times. He loved the team huddle.
Yeah. Did he do that before every game?
Yeah, before most of them.
Does it lose its shine? I only ask because I'm in this epic Football Manager season at the moment, and I just want to make sure that when I talk to the team, like, they want to listen. You know what I mean?
No, they are. I think they're good, yeah, but I don't know. Different views of different things. Whether you sat down in a circle or stood up, I don't think much is going to change unless you like huddle together. The huddles on the pitch are different. You know what I mean? That's when they're intense, and that's when like they're serious. But
what was the pitch like, Jay? I always hear people talk about them because obviously when they have to convert them dead quick.
It was quite cut up, to be fair, and it was tough. It was bobbly and stuff like that. But they did a decent job, to be fair. It was good.
Ryan was keen to tell us last week his story about going one-on-one with Totti. Have you got anything similar?
What did he say about his tour? What did he say?
Well, he was saying how he was told, like, you know, he's got to get at Totti because he wasn't going to be going back the other way.
What a load of bollocks that is.
Oh, mate, I'm going to send him the link now. He's going to come in. I'm going to give him a right to reply.
Get it, Totti, what?
Yeah.
Totti just strolled in number 10 role and ran the show.
What a load of shit. Brilliant.
Did you get to boot Totti?
Oh, do you know what? I think I might have kicked him. You just think he's all right. Just kick him and say, yeah, I've kicked Totti at the end of the day.
I remember the pre-season game a few years before that would have been, we played Lazio and Neil Mellor snapped Alessandro Nesta and got his name chanted by the cop, and I remember thinking, like, that's just what you do, wouldn't you? Just go and boot someone dead famous.
Find a famous person, give him a boot, and everyone will go, what? He's up
there he is.
Had your balls dropped by that point, Jay?
I don't think so. Not by the sound of it. That was the first year I went to number 20, wasn't it?
Yeah. Did you get told that Adam was taking your shirt?
No, he come into the canteen one day when we were having dinner, and he just said, "Listen, Charlie's got a question. Like, would like to ask you, if there's any way at all he could have the number 26 shirt. It's his son's birthday, sort of thing." So I just said, "Oh, I've got no ties to it, so I'm happy to change as long as there's an even number. I don't like odd numbers." So I just said, "Yeah." Anyway, like, there's 20 available, so I was like, "Great, okay, yeah, I'll take it."
I'm the same as you, like, full on. I hate odd numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
But is 15 okay?
Nah.
No. I don't mind.
Why is 15 exception?
Because, like, when I've got my speaker in my car and that, like, I like even numbers only, right? But 15 seems like it's an okay number to put it on because it's, do you know what I mean?
Nah, it's got
okay.
Are you getting help, Chris?
No, Paul's like, we're in lockdown, so I can't even go and speak to Paul no more. He's normally the one that knows all this.
I know. It's funny that we've had a constant battle. It's Chris has provided me, and his OCD has provided me with years of amusement. Trying to change the volume on the car stereo to a different number and see if he gets onto it was always a classic. What time are we on? Actually, my video just stalled.
I'm on 39:05 now.
Quality. Oh shit.
Oh, I'm 6 behind.
That's close enough. Big enter Lucas.
But don't you think 15 is like a fairly evenly odd number?
He's back to number 50.
Oh. Oh, no.
Was that the fellow who played for Tottenham? Lamella? Was that Lamella?
It's a great question, Chris.
Did Lamella play for Roma?
Does it look like him?
Yeah, there you go.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got his name on the back of his shirt and everything.
I'm not looking at the screen, I'm Googling him.
Yeah, it did. It's definitely him. Unless there's another, he's got a twin.
Remember Danny Wilson?
Danny, I was going to ask actually, what?
Well,
Was he a Kenny signing?
£5 million.
Was he a Hodgson? I thought he was a Hodgson signing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So is it the end of this season that you leave, Jay?
Yes.
Yeah, you go on loan, do you, first of all, is that right?
Loan and then permanent, yeah.
Oh, the Chad. We've had some mad players at this football club, haven't we? Like,
really have.
Who's a centre half? Then I've just missed him dead quick for us.
Stephen Sammer.
That's the one, yeah.
He was. I mean, there was a time when he was thought of being like the best of the young centre halves, wasn't there?
He was another one of like probably the 30-40 that Rafa brought in.
Yeah.
I think there was a big article on it saying of how many reserve players we had at one point, and it was incredible the amount that we had.
dramatic for a pre-season friendly, this, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking cowboy music on the go and everything.
I love that. They just gone, right, that was crap. We're not even going to bother covering that one. It'll just...
We never have like good pre-seasons if there is such a thing where we like batter teams ever in my lifetime.
Well, we battered Borussia Dortmund, didn't we? A few seasons before.
Oh no, Lovren was going to be the best centre half in the world after that. Do you remember?
Yeah.
In fact, that was Owen. We're going to win the treble. That.
Oh yeah.
And Barcelona, we beat 4-0 the other year. Remember?
Oh, in fact, you know what? It's funny. I found me videos from that day. I took the kids the first game. They've technically seen Messi and Suarez play, and they both. One of them was a baby, and the other one absolutely hated it, and it was too noisy for them. Showed them the video. I was like, "There you go, mate. Look, you're at Wembley Stadium watching the Reds playing against Barcelona," and he was like,
"You know, Jack's seen us beat Barcelona 4-0 twice now.
Yeah.
He's only 8."
Oh. Oh, hey, we don't get to see any of Jay's house.
At the end of
Yeah, that's it.
I got the wrong episode, fellas.
Louis, before we realised what a bellend he was.
No comment.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Hey.
Oh, it's the Harley next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Can't wait.
And there he is. Oh, Jay, you're going to have to come back on next week, mate.
When is it? Is it the house one next week, is it?
Yeah, looks like it.
All right, if you need me, I'll go back for that.
Oh, that's what we need. Okay, amazing. Well, there we go. That brings
you need to organise Danny Pacheco to come back, though.
Bring me back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there we go. That brings to an end the live watch along. We're going to be doing the aftermath show. It's going to be live on the redbentv.com/live. You need to sign up for that. And it'll be after the fact. It'll be up on Monday as well. We're going to continue the discussion, but let's have a very brief chat on that. Jay, first reactions. You've just watched it back. Was it as bad as everyone makes out?
Do you know what, mate? I don't think so. No, I don't think it's that bad at all. It was off the back of the American football one, wasn't it? And they were just trying to. I think we were the first guinea pigs to try it, and they were learning things about what to do and that. But I don't think there's that much of a fuss needed to be dinged about it, to be honest. And like I say, for me, I wasn't in that episode as bad as I expected to be on tonight, so that'll do me.
Listen, like we said the same last week, didn't we? We all watched it and went, like, I remember that being so much worse. It's not as cringeworthy.
It's not. The most of the fuss was because it was Liverpool.
Yeah.
If it hadn't been the fact that it was Liverpool, it wouldn't have been such a big deal. But because it is, the spotlight's on it, and people pick up on little things, man. And everybody in that documentary is really sincere and honest, and doing their best.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, again, we've still got to go into Jay's house in the next episode, and there's a massive Europa League clash with Gommel to come as well. So we'll have to...
Spoilers, what happened, Jay?
Get ready.
Right, so yeah, we're going to wrap up here on YouTube. Do come over. We're going to be starting in about 10 minutes time. Give everyone a little toilet break. Time to go and sign up. Go to the redbentv.com/live. You can sign up and then you can get that, and we'll be live streaming directly to that page. If you're an existing subscriber, get over there now. Get yourself ready. Go and get the kettle on. Go and get yourselves a little snack or whatever. Go for a toilet break, whatever you need to do. And we'll be back over on the website to continue the chat, the aftermath to the Being Liverpool watch along stream. Thanks, guys. We'll see you there.
Kenny was just one of the lads, and he loved a laugh and a joke. Everybody thought, great, he's a wonderful appointment for player manager. Perfect. There couldn't have been a wiser choice from the hierarchy at Anfield at that time.
Less than 45 minutes a half.
That's bonkers. It's not rugby. I just don't get it. Like, for me, I just can't see the sense in reducing the game.
Leroy Sané fits that. He's got the build for it. He's got all the attributes for it. But he's been forgotten about because he's not been there all season because he's been injured.
We were sitting pretty in seconds. We were on for promotion. I'm 1,000,000% sure it would have happened. The second in the league, in 2 cup semi-finals, you got 3-0 lead in 1 semi-final to go into the final. Seasons like that don't come along very often, and now it's just been safe.
Apparently, Kylian Mbappe's demanded PSG release clause amid Liverpool transfer links. Kylian Mbappe's reportedly demanded a release clause to be inserted in any new PSG contract that he signed in case a top club comes calling.
For half time, boys!
Stop! And there it is. Chris Pajak's Liverpool Football Club are the Community Shield champions.
In your face, Pep Guardiola.